Without self-confidence, even the strongest person can feel weak. You may have talent, knowledge, and kindness, but if you don't believe in yourself, none of it will shine. Self-confidence is not loud, it's not pride, it's the quiet belief, I can do this. In today's story, you'll meet a man who was afraid to speak, afraid to fail, until one moment changed everything. Stay with us till the end. This might be the story that helps you believe in yourself too. Once upon a time, in a small dusty village, there lived a man named Daniel. Daniel was in his late 30s, kind and hardworking, but painfully shy. He worked in a small general store owned by his uncle. Every day, Daniel quietly cleaned shelves, filled bags, and helped customers without saying much. People called him simple or slow. Some laughed behind his back. His uncle often scolded him, "Speak up, boy. You're not a child anymore." But Daniel didn't speak. Not because he didn't know what to say but because he feared he would say it wrong. Years passed. Daniel stayed the same. Quiet, careful, nervous. One day his uncle had to travel for 3 days and said, "You must handle the shop. Don't mess this up." Daniel nodded nervously. That day a man came in and asked for kerosene oil. Daniel gave the wrong measure. The man shouted. Another customer came to return a damaged tin. Daniel didn't know what to say. Word spread fast. Daniel is running the shop. Oh no. By evening, a dishonest man came and tricked Daniel into giving away 5 sacks of rice. When his uncle returned and saw what had happened, he exploded with anger. "I trusted you. You're useless, just like always." Those words hit harder than any slap. Daniel walked away in silence. He sat near the well outside the village thinking, maybe I really am useless. Maybe they're all right. Just then, a man's voice broke the silence. "What are you thinking sitting here like this?" It was Guruji, an old wise man who lived nearby. Daniel looked up and said, "I spoil everything I touch. I'm not smart like others. I can't even speak properly." Guruji sat beside him. "Confidence doesn't come from being perfect," he said. "It comes from trying, again and again, even when you're scared." Daniel looked doubtful. Guruji smiled. "If you really want to change, come to my hut tomorrow. I will give you a simple challenge." The next morning, Daniel arrived. Guruji said, "Go to the market. Ask 5 people what they sell, how they price it, and what they enjoy about their work." Daniel trembled. Talk to strangers. But he went. The first woman ignored him. The second man laughed. But the third smiled. "I sell mangoes," he said. "Why are you asking?" Daniel explained. They talked for 10 minutes. By the end of the day, Daniel had spoken to 6 people. He felt strange, like something inside him had moved. On second day, Guruji said, "Stand near the school and help children cross the street. Say something kind to each one." Daniel did it. "Be careful. Good job. Have a nice day." It was small, but each sentence made him stand straighter. On third day Guruji said, "Now go to your uncle. Tell him, you are ready to learn properly and earn his trust again." Daniel was terrified but he went. He stood at the shop door and said clearly, "Uncle, I made mistakes but I want to improve. Give me one more chance and teach me the right way." His uncle stared for a moment then quietly said, "All right, Daniel. Let's start again." Weeks passed. Daniel learned how to speak to customers, how to handle money, how to say no when needed. People were surprised. Is this the same Daniel? He speaks with confidence now. One day, a new customer said, "You run this shop so well. Are you the owner?" Daniel smiled and replied, "Not yet, but maybe one day." Confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build one step at a time. Every time you speak up, every time you try, even when you're afraid, you grow. Like Daniel, you don't need to be the smartest, the loudest, or the strongest. You just need to believe I can learn, I can try, I can improve. That's the true power of self-confidence. Not perfection, but progress. If you felt something in this story, give it a like, leave a comment and subscribe to Great Minds Motivation for more powerful stories that help you grow in life. Until next time, stay patient, stay brave and never stop believing in yourself.